Hi all. Yesterday we have started this PLSQL introduction class. Okay. So to display message or variable value, so we are going to use the one of the procedure with package name, that is DBMS output at put underscore line of variable name or whatever the message, user defined message. So this is the package we are going to use this. So in this DBMS output, this is the package name, and this is the put underscore line is the procedure name. Suppose if you want to display some variable information, okay, then simply you can use this DBMS underscore put underscore line of A, DBMS underscore put underscore line of B. Okay, like this is the message if you want to display addition of two numbers like this. So after that, if you want to display the message addition of two numbers, then after that you have to mention the variable name, then you have to use the concatenate symbol. This is called as the concatenate symbol, pipe symbol, or you can say pipe symbol. Using that pipe symbol, you can use this variable name along with the user defined message. Suppose to print the welcome PLSQL, welcome to PLSQL statement. I want to print this. How will you print in the PLSQL? So using the PLSQL, how you are going to print means, so here you have to use the, that is anonymous block. Within this anonymous block, you have to use the execution section. Okay. So initially, whenever you are writing anonymous block like this, you have to write begin and end. So declare is not required if there is no variables are defined. So only to print this, I need instead of the within the begin and end, I can have the dbms underscore output under dot put underscore line of welcome to PLSQL. So this message it will be going to print on the output. Where it will print? Suppose if I am executing this, it is saying PLSQL procedure successfully completed, but I didn't get any message here. Okay, to get the message, we need to use the DBMS output first here. You need to connect to this DBMS output window here. So that is using this. When you connected, next time when you execute this one, this message is printing here. Okay. So whatever the PLSQL messages using this DBMS output we are printing, that will be printed in the DBMS output window only. Okay. Suppose the same message I
This is
want to print. Hello?
this is executable file, sir.
Yeah, executable file only.
Only it allows executable file.
Yes. This is a
Okay.
package. Actually, this is a package. And within this package, there is the procedure. Okay. If you want to check that, you can use this package name here and you can search it. Okay. So here if you search it dbms underscore output, so it will give you like this. Within this you can open this body. So then you will see this, all the information within this package. Okay. This is the package body. And if you want to open, this is the package specification. Okay. In this all the information will be there. You can open and verify like this. You can go to here search option. Within this you can type the procedure name. Then you can open that procedure and view the what is in this procedure. Okay. All the procedures you can verify like this. Either user defined procedure or package, whatever you are having that information, you can search in this here, you can open and check this. Suppose I am using this DBMS output here, I am displaying here, but I want to display the message, same message here also in the script output. Then I have to use the one more option, that is set server output on. Okay, so this command we have to use it initially. So when you use the set server output on, so just it will be executed. So I'm going to clear. Now again, if I'm using to execute this one, so here also it is printing welcome to PLSQL, and in the DBMS output also it is printing. Okay, so suppose if I say server output off, then I'm going to clear this. Again, when you execute this one, only here only it is printing. In the DBMS output window only it is printing here, message is printing. Okay. To get the message in the DBMS output, you have to first connect to this DBMS window, then only it will be displayed here. Okay. So, and whenever you are executing any package procedures, you will get the message like PLSQL procedure successfully completed. That means whatever you executed, that was successful. Okay. So when you use the server, set server output on, so then message will be displayed here also. See this here also, it is going to display here. So you can use the set server output on, or if you don't want, you can use the off also. Okay, in the PLSQL already as I have explained, that is, this is called as a assignment operator. This is the assignment operator. And equal is called as a comparison. So equal is called as a comparison operator only. Okay. Then you have to be careful with these two operators, which one you are using. Suppose sometimes by mistake, if you are using the instead of assignment operator, equal operator you are using, you will get the errors. Okay. So next we have the constant. Constant means the value does not change, value is fixed or default value. So whenever you are using the constant for the variable, so that means the value will not be changed. And we have the PLSQL operators. So arithmetical operations, logical operations, relational operations already we have seen in the SQL also. Okay. So whatever the SQL operators are there, all operators will support by the PLSQL also. That is, these are the all operators supported by the PLSQL also. This arithmetic operations, operators plus, minus, multiplication, divisional, and same way relational operators less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, equal, not equal. Now logical operators and or not. Special operators in, not in, between, not between, like, not like, is null, is not null. And set operators, that is union, union all, insert, minus. These are all SQL operators. All will be supported by the PLSQL also. Along with this, only PLSQL operators are there. That is, PLSQL only supporting is, that is assignment operator. Okay. Suppose if I want to assign some value to the variable A, then I have A assignment operator 10. Same way I want to assign some name to the variable, name assignment operator son Raju. So after each variable, you have to provide the semicolon. If you want to give the data, so you can say date column or date variable. If you take date 1, then you can assign date like this 25 APR 2025 within the single quotes. Date and character we have to assign in the single quotes. So number, no need of the single quotes here. So and one more is, this is the PLSQL only operator, means this is the sixth operator, assignment operator it will support in the only PLSQL. Next we have the seventh one, that is concatenation. Concatenate operator means that is a pipe symbol, 2 pipeline characters. These two only it will support in the PLSQL. This will not support in the SQL. Okay. The SQL also, when you are using the concatenate symbol, concatenate at that time it will support. But this assignment operator, it will only support in the PLSQL only. So in the PLSQL, we have the attributes. So what are the attribute means? We have the PLSQL syllabus size that we have this one. Data type, PLSQL data type, anonymous block, named blocks, and user-defined data types, control structure, cursors, exception, procedures, functions, triggers, packages, and advanced. Under the advanced PLSQL, we have the collections, PLSQL recorder, ref cursor, bulk mechanism. Under again in this collections, we have the PLSQL table, VRA, nested tables. So these are the topics which we are going to cover in this PLSQL. Okay. So till then it is SQL topics are completed. So now we are entering into the PLSQL topics, that is PLSQL data types, anonymous block, named blocks, control structure, cursors, exceptions, procedures, triggers, and packages. So how we are going to use the PLSQL attributes? So we have in the PLSQL, we have the two types of attributes are there, column level attributes and row level attributes. Okay, so we have column level attributes and row level attributes. So how we are going to use this? Column level attribute means we are going to use the percentage type. Okay, in this method we are defining attributes for the individual columns. So percentage type is used to declare a variable with the same data type as of the column in a table. Okay, this attribute is represented using the percentage type. It is used to store the one value at a time. It is not possible to hold more than one column value or one row value. This will hold data type and size of at the runtime. So how will you define the variable in the PLSQL means using this below syntax? Variable name, table name dot, column name, percentage type. Suppose if you want to declare some variables, can use in the anonymous block declare. Within this anonymous block, we have to write first. Whenever you are starting the PLSQL block, so you have to write like this: declare, begin, and end. Within this begin and end, you have to type initial null. When you execute this, so it will say PLSQL procedure successfully compiled. Okay. So once it is compiled, then you can start using the defining the values. So LV underscore, suppose I want to declare a local variable, then I can use the LV underscore ename varchar2 of 10. Same way, LV underscore salary number I am assigning. Okay. So here, what will happen? I am assigning declaring the variables. Declaring the variables in the declare section and assigning the data type here. LV underscore rename data type is varchar2 and LV underscore salary is the data type of number data type. Here we are mentioning the size also here. For the varchar2 compulsory you have to mention the size also. Now I want to fetch some data from the employee table. So using this variables. Then how can I use this? Now you can remove this null value and you can start typing your logic here. Select ename, comma, salary into. Okay. So you have to use this syntax to fetch the data from the table into PLSQL blocks. LV underscore ename, comma, LV underscore salary from EMP1 where EMP number is equals to 7689. So after this, I am going to print the values. So then I have to use the DBMS output. DBMS underscore output dot put underscore line of. Then variable names I have to mention, that is LV underscore ename. After that, concatenate symbol. Again, I can say concatenate symbol LV underscore salary. So after this select statement, I am ending with this. This is the SQL statement here I am passing, and using this SQL statement, I am fetching the data into these variables using select ename, comma salary into these variables. Okay, normally in the SQL, how we are going to use this queries select ename, comma salary from EMP1 where EMP number is equals to 7689 means that will fetch the data and it will display here. Okay. Table doesn't have the data, I think. Okay, we'll insert. Jump into range. Not enough values. Oh. Okay, I'll drop the table. Okay. So now we have the table. Now we can execute this one. Right. 7969. Okay. This one. Okay, here when I am using this select statement, I am getting the employee number, ename, salary. So here we are executing only one query at a time. You can able to execute this one query in the SQL. But in the coming to PLSQL, we are going to execute at a time more than that. That means you are defining the variables here, and within these variables you are fetching the values here using this select statement. This will be going to the SQL engine, and this will be PLSQL. It will go to PLSQL engine because this is the DBMS output procedure. So this procedure will go to this PLSQL engine, and it will execute that values and display the output here. So when I execute this anonymous block, this is called as a anonymous block. So you are getting the black and salary. So if you see this here also, you are getting the black and 2850 and procedure successfully completed. Why? Because set server output is on here, so that it is getting here also. Suppose if I turn off this set server output on, let's say off. Okay, procedure completed successfully. Now I can use this anonymous block. So then it is what it is doing with here select statement. So it is fetching the data from this table based on the conditions here and storing the values into this local variables, that is LV underscore ename, LV underscore salary. After storing this, I am using the procedure, one of the procedure or package. Using this package procedure, I am printing the variable values here. So this is storing the employee name and this is storing the employee salary. And output is black 2850. Okay. So now what happened is, so now in the variable, I am using the varchar2 of 10 here, LV underscore ename. What is the table contains? The EMP table describes EMP1. What is the size for this? Ename, it is having the 10 characters. So that I am here also, I am taking 10 characters. Suppose if I modified the size of this column, how will you modify the size of the column? Anyone? DDL commands.
Alter modify.
Yeah. Alter table, that is our table name EMP1. Okay. Then modify
Modify.
ename column. I want to modify ename column. Varchar2 of instead of 10, I'll say 12. So what will happen now? So now the table containing ename column is 12 characters length size. Then suppose same execute, I am going to execute this query. So what will happen here? So it is also executing. Why? Because the varchar2 is 10 and ename is within the 10 characters only. Suppose now I want to modify this, update the Blake name, update EMP1 set ename is equals to Blake, some extra name I am going to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the 5 and this is the 7. Total 12 characters. I am giving the 12 characters here, where employee number is equals to 7698. So what will done? Ename. So now one row got updated. So in the table, it was 12 characters for the black. Now if you want to execute the same anonymous block again here, what will happen? So I'm going to execute the same anonymous block. Then it is going to throw the error. It is not displaying the black here. Black and its salary, it is not displaying. Numeric or value error, it is saying. That means it is having the size mismatch because here varchar 2 of 10 I am only taking, and in the table we are having the varchar 2 of 12 it is there, and black is name containing the black 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so that this size is mismatching here. So due to that size mismatch, I am getting the error within this program. Suppose if I change this to 12 again, then it is going to execute here. See this. When I change it the size exactly as in the table, so now it is printing. But in the real time, it is not possible to verify all the column sizes, so that to avoid this type of size mismatches, simply we are going to define the variables like using the percentage type. Using this, declare LV underscore ename and emp1 dot ename percentage type I am defining here. So in the above example, we are defining varchar 2, and here salary is number. But I am defining as a declare LV underscore rename as emp1 table dot ename column percentage type. That means if the size of this, whatever the size of this ename column is there, that size and data type is assigned to this LV underscore rename. Same way LV underscore salary, emp1 dot salary percentage type. That means whatever the data type assigned and what is the size assigned to this column, salary column, that will be assigned to this local variable LV underscore salary. Now I am going to execute the same option here. Begin, select ename comma salary into LV underscore ename LV underscore salary from emp1, where employee number is equals to, I am passing using the ampersand number. Ampersand number means in the runtime you have to provide the employee number. Based on this, it will display the output here. 7698 I am giving. Okay, this is giving the Blake and salary. Again, if I am executing, and 7839 I am giving. King, his salary is printing. 7566 I am giving. So that means in the runtime, I am passing the value for the employee number, and based on this, it is executing the select statement and getting the values from this and storing into this local variables LV underscore name, LV underscore salary. After storing, I am using the DBMS output to print these values. Suppose I want to print like this, employee name. So here I want to print the name also, employee name. Then you can use this employee underscore name colon. After that, says will give concatenate. Okay. Again, after that, you can say here employee salary. You can say salary concatenate symbol here. Then what will happen if you observe? So I'm executing this one. I'm printing 7698 black salary. So if you observe here in this output, it is giving employee name black salary 2850 like that. So in the previous example only name and salary I'm printing. In this example, I'm added extra information, that is employee name and salary. Based on our requirement, you can add like this also. So if you want, you can use that set server output on, and same will be displayed in this worksheet also. Okay, I'm going to clear this. So now if I execute this one, 7839, here it is printing the employee name, King salary 5000. Same it is in the DBMS output also, employee name, salary. Okay. So this is the use of this anonymous block. So in the anonymous block, we are defining the variables. So that variables can be defined using the data types with the varchar2 or number, whatever the data type in the SQL, that data type also you can define. Otherwise, you can define like in the table type. This is the percentage type we are using. So based on the percentage type means within this table, EMP1 table, whatever the salary column, whatever the employee name column is there, ename column is there, same data type and same size is assigned to this local variable. So then your code will perfectly works. Why? Because if you take the varchar2 of 10 here, later if somebody changes this size, then it will be mismatch and you will get the errors in some time when there is a size mismatch. And to avoid that, you can use this percentage type. Same way you can use the declare LV underscore D number, department
It will
number.
automatically adjust the size.
When you define like this percentage type, that means within this table, suppose if you are taking this department table, within this department table, what is the data type assigned to this department number column, that will be assigned to this local variable. Whether it is having a 10 or 20, no need to bother. Even later, if you change the, suppose now for this column, consider 10 characters are there now. So tomorrow, somebody change it to 20 characters. Then also, when you are using with the percentage type, it will automatically assign the what are the size present in the table, that only it will consider. Okay. So in this table, for this column, whatever the data type and size is assigned, that will be assigned to this local variable. So declare LV underscore department number of type of DEPT dot department number percentage type, LV underscore DName department dot DName percentage type, LV underscore location DEPT dot LOC percentage type. So we are taking the 3 local variables and assigning this data type as the department table data type here. So begin within this is the executable section. Within this begin and end, we are writing our logic here. So what we are writing here initially, so here we are selecting the values based on this where class, select department number, DName, location into LV underscore department number, LV underscore DName, LV underscore location from DEPT, where department number is equals to 10. Suppose if I am not giving the department number is equals to 10, what will happen? Okay. So then what are the values in this department table? All the values try to come into this local variables and it will throw the error. Exact fetch returns more than requested number of rows. That means in the department table we have the how many columns are there, how many records are there, select are from DEPT. So how many records are there? 4 records are there. So these 4 records at a time trying to fit into this local variables, then it is throwing the error. Why? Because at a time this local variable store only one value or one record value. So that we have to provide where class condition so that it should come only one record at a time. So here when you are using the where department number is equals to 10, then it is getting this output 10 accounting dollars. Suppose if you are giving department number 20, then it is giving